for TK Breezy one more time here. Nicely done. And it's always great here, Vish, to see some players get their hands on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the first time, and you see all the fun that they had right there.
I love seeing Smash Bros. Of any skill level, especially this early in the game. It's so hype. I mean, Pac-Man, a Pac-Man cosplayer winning as Pac-Man. What more could you ask for? It doesn't get Smash Ultimate.
It doesn't get any better than that. And Vicky, we talk about fun, and that's the one thing we talk to all these professional players about. They say the one thing they try to remind themselves before they go out for any type of competition is that it's still a game and it's meant to be fun.
Exactly. Not only does it bring friends together sometimes, but it also allows great family time, and it grants everyone to kind of loosen up and enjoy the game for what it is.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent bracket as we get set to advance on our professional side of the tournament here. We're gonna have a one-on-one, Zero versus Armada. They were on the winning doubles team that overcame Abadango and Plup earlier in our first round of action. Let's take a look at the player cards here and see who they might be selecting. You see Zero has Sheik and Ike still available. Armada, Pokemon Trainer, and Kirby and Pokemon Trainer. A few changes that will certainly benefit that style of play in this edition here, Vicky.
It's going to be quite interesting because this time around, Pokemon Trainer has no fatigue.
And you talk about that ability with no fatigue and interesting things you can do in the air here as far as combos and dodging, Vish, when you're using Pokemon Trainer.
I think it's actually really cool because Squirtle, you know, he has like lighter hits, so he can do light hits and then maybe switch in the jump animation. You can switch Pokemon in this version, so then you can switch the Ivysaur, do a finishing move that way. And I think the really interesting thing is you have 3 sets of recoveries with Pokemon Trainer because of you can do it while in the air. So I think that'll make you can use Ivysaur's tether recovery. You can use Charizard's multiple jumps. You could use Squirtle, and he goes Pokemon Trainer.
I choose you. Ike versus Pokemon Trainer. Smash Ball on. So Vicky, with that Smash Ball being on, how does that change the strategy in a 1v1?
Well, as you notice, the Smash Ball doesn't usually appear in the beginning of the match, and more so in the middle of the match. So I know that Zero is going to be keeping his eye out for that, and Armada's going to want to try to take it over Zero before he tries to stifle it.
We talk about Armada has a very strong punish game, so he will look for holes in Zero, but Zero getting the nice grab into the side throw. Armada down below Zero at this point here, and Vish, it's one of these levels. We talked about Moray Towers, hard to establish that neutral game consistently.
For sure, for sure. But I think Ivysaur is a great choice in this kind of stage because the vines kind of go through the platforms as well, and even the up air, the bulb kind of hits out the platform. But the really cool part about Ivysaur is how fast he KOs his opponents. That up air will get you at like even 100%, so you got to really watch out for that.
Both fighters finally on neutral ground. The punish by Armada right there after blocking the attack from Zero. Zero with the up air. That sends Armada sailing to the side. And how about the fair that we just saw from Zero there, Vicky?
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at keeping Armada off stage and unfortunately unable to make it back. You saw Armada rolling a lot, and we've established already defensive play in this game is not rewarded, Jordan. It's more so aggressive play.
Well put, aggressive play, and we see Armada go with the much faster Squirtle this time against Zero. Squirtle with the nice dash attack into the up air. That's going to send Zero sailing. Zero able to recover, though, nicely. And you look at Ike and those multitude of recovery options. That's going to really help out Zero as a heavier character, Vish.
For sure, for sure. I really like the way that these players are playing. They're using the whole stage. I kind of thought they would be either in the center or whatnot, but they are just going all across the board. There's so many ledges that they have to edge guard, so that makes it quite harder, and I feel like that gives kind of a bit of an advantage to Ike in the way he recovers because the way the side B goes through the stage and then the up B goes so high up, but a little bit of positional advantage for him.
Squirtle with the nice back air against Zero, unable to get onto neutral ground and make a punish there. Armada versus Zero. Armada down to 2 stocks. Zero still making the most of his 3rd stock, but Armada, oh, and we see the weight of Zero and Ike really benefiting him right there, Vicky.
Yeah, these ceilings are absolutely humongous, but there's a Smash Ball, and Armada knocking Zero out of the map and trying his best to try to get the Smash Ball, but Zero is not having it. Although he lost his stock, he still manages to get the Smash Ball and managed to land the Aether.
Unbelievable turn of events right there as we see Zero getting the KO on Armada. Armada down to his final stock, and Vish, we thought Armada had a chance to get the KO against Zero and grab the Smash Ball during spawn. Wasn't able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the flight of Squirtle, unfortunately. Not like a huge amount of damage output in a quick amount of time unless you combo it, so Squirtle wasn't able to get the job done. And I just came through swinging. and he destroyed my man Squirtle. Why you gotta do Squirtle like that, man?
A couple of down tilts by Zero, unable to connect. Armada doing a great job of jumping from the lower level to the top level and connecting with a couple of those aerial attacks against Zero. That up air does a great job. Ivysaur and Armada trying to hang on with their final stock, and Vicky, once again, Zero doing a great job making the most of he can with his extra stock advantage.
Notice the pressure that Zero is applying on Armada as Armada's trying to find his footing back below the platform of Zero. He's trying to figure out a way to not get pressured as often.
Yeah, I mean, the sword just does such amounts of damage and covers so much of the stage. I mean, the vines do a little bit, but against Squirtle, it's not working out very well, and the vines only hit at, like, diagonal kind of trajectories. So just Ike's sword is putting in so much work right now.
We see Zero and Ike trying to gain the upper ground on the ramps and try to get some of those down tilts. Forward air, not enough to send Ivysaur off the stage. Can he recover? No, the vine is too short. Needed a little bit more sunshine, water, and fertilizer to get that one to the edge of the stage. And we see Zero doing a great job of not only edge guarding, but getting the smash ball. And it seemed like Vicky, that really turned the entire tide of this match.
Although he had lost his stock in the moment where the smash ball appeared, he still managed to capture the smash ball. But around the end there, as you notice, that Ivysaur was unable to grab the ledge. Magnet Hand isn't as significant in this game, Jordan.
And we see with Ike a heavy character, but you also have a lot of range with that sword. What else do you see from Ike in this edition from the little bit of gameplay we've seen for one of those signature Fire Emblem characters here, Vish?
I feel just like a little bit faster, and I think even on that stage that we played on Mori, it just felt like he could traverse the platform so much better. His side B was an amazing recovery. The vertical recovery that he normally has was strengthened by that stage so much, so it just felt like none of the Pokemon could get a significant KO on him, but every single time he was just in there with the sword. So.
Yeah, we never saw Charizard in that match for Pokemon Trainer as well, too. Let's take a look at the bracket after that match. We obviously have Zero getting the victory over Armada. Zero will advance in the winners round to the finals of the winners round prior to the grand finals. Up next in our winners round, reminder, Smash Ball on, items off. MK Leo versus Mango, and you were talking about MK Leo a little bit earlier here, Vicky. Zero had that unbelievable year in 2015, won 56 straight tournaments, but many people say the youngster MK Leo could be the second coming.
Yeah, he revolutionized the way that Marth played in a sense where consistently was able to master his spacing, was able to change the way Dancing Blade even worked with tipper mix-ups. So seeing how he's going to be going into this game, you already saw him display Bayonetta. So he does have two other characters that he can use, Jordan.
And let's take a look at those character cards for both MK Leo and Mango as they get set. And we remind you, they drafted 3 players. You have to use all 3 players at least once before you use another character again. You can write them out. Oh, and you look at MK Leo, you've got either Snake or Sonic. For Mango, you've got the Inkling or Link as an option. And you look at a 1v1, and let's start with Mango here, Vish. You've got Inkling, you've got Link. It's a 1v1, so you can really focus and concentrate your strategy. Who do you think you might want to lean on here?
I mean, Inkling, I feel like might do a little bit better in one-on-one because some of the dynamics of Ink is that if you throw Ink on your opponent, they get more damage subsequent hits. If you have Ink on the ground when you use your roller, it causes the opponent to slide or walk slower while it's on it. So I feel like you could even tech chase a little bit with the side B, and then from there you can have the slower movement work really well in a one-on-one type situation. Link is also really good because his bombs detonate after you hit down B again. So there's like a lot of setups you could do a little bit better in one-on-one situations with both those characters. I have a feeling that he's gonna go Inkling. Yes, and Mango going Inkling, fulfilling the fans' desires and wants.
Wah, 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 wah. Sonic versus the Inkling. Mango as the Inkling. And already we see Sonic, a very fast, speedy character. You're gonna have to be really accurate against him, Vicky.
Yeah, Mango was telling me how he really likes the way that Inkling plays, and he would probably want to play Inkling when it comes to this game. Character has a lot to offer, especially coming from the Splatoon series. You want to keep your eye out for that final smash, so you're gonna see Mango try to go for the killer whale.
Yeah.
And you see the ink cartridge next to the Inkling. You've got to remember you have to refill that. You can hold shield and B if you want to refill it. All of your ink-based attacks need to use that ink. And so not only are you managing the stage here, Fish, but it's ink management as well, too, if you're Inkling.
For sure. I mean, the ink on the ground might not do too much against a speedy guy like Sonic. And I just got to say, I love that we're playing on Saffron City. That is amazing that it has come back into this game.
Yeah, Sabrina and her Psychic Pokemon getting a great show here with Mango and MK Leo as both Sonic and the Inkling. Don't forget, Smash Balls are on, and here it comes. Let's go ahead and dial that up here. Sonic trying to get it. Oh, but MK Leo sending the Inkling out of the stage, has a 3-2 stock advantage and a Smash Ball. So, Vicky, it's all about the timing when you use this, and here comes Super Sonic.
Yeah, you don't control it this time around, but MK Leo creating a gigantic wave, preventing Mango from landing, but unfortunately not dealing as much damage as we thought, Jordan.
Yeah.
MK Leo, 3-2 advantage, 75-32. You look at the health, 75 for MK Leo, 37 for Mango, and a nice little up air by MK Leo as he continues to keep the Mango and the Inkling at bay here, Vish.
Yeah, and I think because of how tall this stage is, it's kind of working out for Sonic. You saw MK Leo go on the right side bottom, and not really fearful because he has the huge double jumps and he has the up B as well. But yeah, nice stock for Mango taking it.
As you saw in that moment, actually, he used the up smash and it was able to KO as early as because when Inkling splats people and you have paint on yourself, the ink that sticks makes you take more damage in that instance.
You saw that up smash pulling out the blaster, the Inkling able to make it 2-2. Now let's see if Mango can make a comeback. Beautiful fair there by MK Leo, trying to keep Mango at bay. The roll dodge into the back throw, sending Mango off the stage. Oh, and the edge guard by the fair. How about that right there, Vish?
Yeah, I mean, he read the jump beautifully and got that backer. He's putting in work right now. I can't say anything negative about MK Leo.
MK Leo, 2-1 stock advantage over Mango. Mango already at 47% damage, and Vicky, it seems like MK Leo doing a terrific job of juggling Mango in this matchup.
He's not letting Mango hang out at all whatsoever on this stage. MK Leo, you can tell he's here to stay in this tournament, even if it means eliminating his own teammate, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like even the neutral game is being led by MK Leo. Just the hitboxes he's throwing out, Mango's kind of going into them, or he's reading where he's going. And he's getting all these combos, the up airs, stringing the up airs. What can Mango do? Can he bring this back?
Mango at 120, MK Leo at 42. MK Leo looking for one more splat on Mango at this point. You see the jab combo, that's gonna cover Sonic with all sorts of ink. And if you're Mango, you gotta connect on a couple hits at this point. You know that Sonic's gonna take much more damage if you can connect, but no! The forward smash by the ink-covered Sonic will go ahead and allow him to take a victory shower after that as MK Leo advances. And Vicky, as we said, and as Vish pointed out, really MK Leo dominating the neutral game and dominating the aerial game as well too, against what we saw there in Mango and the Inkling.
Yeah, aside from trying out a different color, he was able to make sure that Mango had a really hard time landing onto the ground and consistently juggled him, Jordan.
Let's take a look at the updated bracket after that matchup and see what's happening here. And you see the couple of victories that we had in the winners round, which means what a matchup we'll have. Zero versus MK Leo here in the next winners matchup. 1v1, both of those fighters able to advance on. So we'll obviously move to the elimination bracket at this point as we get set for our next matchup there. And like we said, different set of rules in the elimination bracket. We now have a 4-player free-for-all. Smash Ball on, items on between Abadango, Plup, Armada, and Mango. So Vish, you look at the rules, the 4-player free-for-all. Where do you begin with strategy in this one?
Well, I see that there's 3 Melee players in the elimination round. I see that the finals have got 2 Smash Brothers for Wii U. Come on, Melee players. I know you have it in you. But as we go into this, I feel like it's going to be interesting because there's more items on, as you're talking about, and I feel like that's going to introduce a lot of different kind of entropy into the match. So there's going to be a definite random factor, so I feel like faster characters are going to be a little bit better in this kind of setting. And characters like, I feel like Ganondorf was a good example, or Ike was a really good example, where they're like relatively fast, but they hit super hard in the air, so they can still get the smash ball when they need to. So characters like that are gonna really work out well.
And let's look at the character card and see who we might be seeing in this 4-player free-for-all. Smash Ball on, items on as well too. Abadango down to Mewtwo, Plup with Pit, Armada with Kirby, and Mango with Link. And so really, Vicky, a collection of some light characters, Link being your heaviest one out there.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that we're going to finally be able to see Breath of the Wild Link, Jordan. So it's going to be seeing how Link uses his bow and arrows. We saw that in the direct earlier. He is able to pick up his own arrows and use double arrows whenever he uses his bow.
Yeah.
Let's get set for this 4-player free-for-all. As a reminder, only one player advances out of this matchup, so a lot on the line here as we continue along in the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018.
Actually, Mewtwo is also a very cool pick because of how much space his tail takes. If you do down tilt or forward tilt, it kind of just hits pretty decently hard. It can combo well, and it takes up a lot of space. So I think Mewtwo is also a really strong pick in this kind of setting.
And Vicky, you look at Mewtwo's tail and Link's sword, and a lot of times you hear some of these competitive players talk about disjointed hitboxes and hitboxes. How do those come into play with these characters? As we see Midna, the assist trophy, make an appearance.
They do a really good job at controlling spacing in general, and look at Abba taking advantage of the healing field right there. He was lingering around it, and it allowed him to heal within the battlefield. So you're gonna want to keep your eye out for these items.
Oh, we see the up smash into the air right now, and already Palkia flipping the screen upside down. And this is interesting against human characters. The controls are reversed, and so you might see a lot of these players not move as much at this point here, Vish.
Yeah, they kind of just stood still. Everyone was just like, what is going on here? I don't understand where I am. So everyone just took a little breather.
Oh my goodness, but Plup with that down air spike already trying to be pretty dominant within this free-for-all.
Oh, and we got a smash ball. Kirby using all his jumps to get up there, but no, Mango gets it and misses.
Oh, the ancient arrow.
That's the Mango.
They're great against Guardians, but you gotta connect if you want to make good use of them. You see Abadongo, Armada, Mango, all with 3 stocks, but how about Plup here, Vicky? 135, but all 4 stocks available.
He's doing a pretty good job at trying to edge guard Armada, makes it back into the stage. Armada trying to get away from Plup, notices that he's in his line of sight.
Assist trophy on play. Oh, and we have a Nintendo. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Why is a Nintendo in Smash?
You're a good boy. Oh, yeah, you're a good boy. Plup at 135 still. All 4 stocks, but Plup gets sent sailing. Now all 4 fighters at 3 stock. Remember, only 1 advances. Armada trying to edge guard. Oh, Plup with a couple of beautiful aerials there, Vicky.
Double backer into those double stocks, and as you see right there, the color TV game 15. Everyone knows what game this is, obviously. Assist trophy. Plup is just doing a great job at just edge guarding nearly everyone on this match.
See Mango on the left-hand side of your screen as Link getting back up on the stage, trying to edge guard against Armada. Mewtwo connecting with the Shadow Ball as well, too. A couple of those 3-piece items still up for grabs. Nobody has one in their arsenal at this point. Plup trying to clear things out. Kirby doing a great job of clearing some real estate as well, too. Oh, and here comes Bomberman as an assist trophy.
Oh, no, Bomberman is an assist trophy.
Watch out. Oh! Link able to hang on, but the Shadow Ball connects with Link on the left-hand side of the screen, and Mango down to his final stock here, Vish.
Yeah, that's another great part about Mewtwo. I mean, he's got huge hitboxes, and he can charge up a projectile that also KOs really well. He's pretty good in teams in free-for-all, man.
Darkrai putting a few folks to sleep. Link gonna go ahead and put on that jetpack. Nice up air by Plup. Plup sending Mewtwo off to the right-hand side of the screen. Mewtwo able to hang on and grab that ledge.
Yeah.
Plup still trying to clear people out, doing a great job. Has these 3 stocks. However, let's make that 2. And Armada's your leader with 3 stocks at 117.
And the Kyogre. What's gonna happen here? Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, like you're saying, it felt like Abaddon or Plup had the advantage for quite some time, and then Armada kind of just snuck into the lead. There was just some careful play. Now he's staying on the top platform like that so he doesn't get hit, and he gets the smash ball. Armada with some optimal play right now.
Kirby and Armada with the smash ball. 1, 2, 3, couple of combos. Has Link spinning right now, and that's gonna send Mango out of the game at this point. Here's Electrode in the middle of the map, getting ready to explode. Players cautiously keep their space. Up, that's a dud. Hold on, keep an eye out for that, though.
Oh, you can.
Oh, but Mewtwo broke up.
Too close!
Friendly fire, and Mewtwo's eliminated by Electrode, and now it's down to Plup and Armada. Both fighters relatively at the same percentage health. Armada as Kirby, Plup as Pit. Only 1 fighter can advance, and now it shifts to 1-on-1, Vicky, and where does your strategy change?
As you can see, Armada was playing extremely patient, sneaking his way up into the lead versus Plup. He was doing a great job at ledge guarding all his opponents, but it seems right here, Armada with the change of momentum, and once again, Kirby Air Ride is gonna make an appearance. And he misses! And he misses!
You can't hit what you can't see, Plup able to air dodge, and that's a critical point right there.
That is an amazing air dodge. It felt like Armada was just watching him go every time. He felt like he was just actually waiting for that defensive option, but Plup just delays it even more slightly. And Plup, happy to take center stage, kind of pushing Armada into the left side of the stage. He's doing a little bit of comboing. You see Armada, what he's trying to do is stay underneath Plup and get his up tilt combo started, leading into back air. And a decent amount of percent right now on Plup.
Plup doing a great job of blocking and punishing anytime Armada tries to come in with an attack. Both fighters unable to really connect, but here comes the side throw by Plup. Another item, that's going to be an air ball, sends Armada off the side of the screen, but you know Kirby has that terrific recover. Here comes the Warp Star. Kirby trying to hop in his ride and close this thing out.
Oh.
He's got the Warp Star available.
And Armada with the tech! The tech from Plup!
Already the tech coming out. Oh my goodness, and Armada completely changing the pace of the game, Vish.
Yeah, I mean, he wanted to go for the edge guard with the down air, and then he got the up B and Plup teched it. This is some high level smash ultimate, and he gets the cutscene. Still living. That DI. Oh my.
Is 2 going to be enough? And yes, that will do it. Plup moves on from our 4-player free-for-all elimination round. And how about that, the back and forth, but let's point out that highlight, that tech off the stage that we saw there, Vish.
Yeah, so he had, actually there was a Warp Star on the left side of the stage. Armada was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna go for it. He goes for the down air, and then he had to recover, so he goes for the up B, and then Plup is like, you know what, I'm just gonna tech that and make it.
A couple of highlights in this match, and Vicky, one of them came from the beautiful air dodge by Plup. You thought Kirby had things on set, ready to go to clear this out. Take us through what we see here.
As you can see, Armada was preparing himself to hit him and wait for the perfect opportunity to hit Plup, but in the perfect moment, look how Plup was able to avoid the shot. Immediately after that air dodge, he felt like he was unsafe, but was able to dodge right on time.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable display of being able to dodge, including the fact that we talk about the multiple dodges that you do here, Vish, the less effective they are.
Yeah, I mean, as if you do a spot dodge or roll, each time it has a little bit more lag on it, so it becomes sluggish. So the game itself is not trying to, it's promoting aggressive style of play. So if you're rolling and spot dodging quite a bit, it'll actually become slower and easier to punish. So Plup, even with that kind of disadvantage on the defensive option, still figures out how to do the spot or the air dodge into the roll to avoid that KO. That's crazy.
Completely changed the match. Let's take a look at the updated bracket as we continue to eliminate more and more fighters as we move along here into Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. Plup will move on. He will take on the loser of MK Leo and Zero coming up here next. But let's take a break from the high-stakes play with our professionals and bring on a few more special guests to tell us more about that. Give it up once again for TK Breezy.
I really like that entrance. Yeah, they give me the music and stuff. That's not even like my theme. You know, they could have gave me the Wii Fit Trainer theme. Would have been great. Anyway, Vicky, how's it been?
It's been insane. How are you guys doing with the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?